Pisceans, how you all doing? How you doing, beautiful people? So, welcome to your reading. This is for 18 till 25 November. The focus is love, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Pisces. If it doesn't resonate with you, the reading, you're more than welcome to look at your Mercury for communication or your Venus for love. And if you don't know where those placements are, then you can also have a look down below. There's a link that says free natal chart. You can see where those placements are, and you can maybe look at that particular reading to see how that may resonate with you, focusing on your energy. All right. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Adrian. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness as well as spiritual regression hypnosis. Thank you for your support. For all of you who do always support me. And also, while you are down there in the description, you can look for AC Digital Marketing Solutions, the link for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. That's my best friend who does all my rockingly beautiful thumbnails and my social media management and my newsletter. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. So, for your reading today, I'm going to use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck to draw your cards. We're going to look at where you... Okay, that's the clarifier. Sure, no problem. So we're going to clarify with the Radiant. We're going to draw from the Light Seers Tarot. And I'm going to end up with the Oracle card. Very new deck. Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. And the reason why I'm doing that is because a wonderful personal friend of mine is a beautiful, fantastic reader, and she really loves the deck. So I know she's going to be watching the reading. So I'm going to clarify with that. Why not? Be nice. All right, so we are... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So for the overall energy, I'm going to take the card that kept on falling out when I was clearing the deck, when I was shuffling the deck, when I was preparing the deck. What's going on here, Pisces? It felt like that all the way down at the bottom. Only one card showing up on the upright position, which is that Ace of Swords. And to me, and look at what is coming here, the Lovers in reverse. So to me, first of all, there's a very sort of urgent message that is wanting to come out here, but things are not as... this is almost like wanting to... I just want to get the right words. This is almost like there being a situation, not really wanting to face it, but realizing that you have to actually face the situation now. Okay? Lovers there in reverse. I feel that for some of you there might be a past sort of connection, love, feelings. There's like a past connection that's returning, and you know, you're almost sort of like faced in a way to look up, to face up to what's happening at the moment, even though you might prefer not to do so. You've got the Seven of Wands for your current energy, and for what's coming towards you is the Devil. The same as draw you another card. We're going to draw the card for the energy that's coming towards you. Okay? Pisces, what's going on here? What is happening? Let's see. I'll take the top card, which is the Emperor. Okay, good. So, this is one of those situations where, you know, as we were saying, things are happening and we don't always really want to look at things, you know. We would rather go in that space of, I just want everybody to rather be happy, I want everybody to be okay, I'm not going to rock this boat, you know. And if it means that you have to sort of, you know, place this boat on solid ground and it not be in the water so it doesn't rock, I'm rather going to do this. This speaks about self-sacrifice, and it speaks about unhealthy self-sacrifice. There's a lot of speaking. Remember, our focus is on love. This is about looking at it's almost like when situations coming up, not dealing with the situations, putting a nice sort of plaster over there, putting a nice layer on there. This is like somebody kind of like, you know, creating like a very traditional heavy sort of wedding cake, and then there's like holes inside. Instead of making another cake, or maybe in this case going with someone new, or, you know, speaking about the situation, doing the confrontation, saying this is how you make me feel. It's about putting pretty stuff over there, kind of like always putting pretty stuff, maybe putting tissue papers in between, and then putting some icing over that and little flowers and pretty stuff. Eventually somebody's going to cut that cake, all right? And all those sort of not speaking, not wanting to rock the boaty type of thing, it got to a point where you realize that, you know, we're going to have to approach this. We're going to have to speak about the situation. We're not going to be able to not do that anymore. And obviously, you know, so so there's a situation going on here where either you somehow, you know, either entered the relationship from a point of like guilt, or maybe felt push or a sense of obligation. I get quite strongly. This is not really. This situation wasn't really as thought out as, you know, would have probably been best for you to do so. And for many of you, I feel, and this could be either with a long-term partner or from relationship to relationship, you know, and even for those of you that haven't seen anybody in a while, there's a sense of, there's outer influences that is sort of like impacting your world. The very people-pleasing sort of energy going on here. And where you currently are, you are realizing this doesn't work. There's a release of emotions happening over here. There's you very much sort of coming into your own, starting to speak up for yourself, starting to claim your energy, starting to feel your energy, probably acting differently in ways that people's almost like, what's going on with you, you know? And this could not only be in love, this could be in your home, this could be in work. It's sort of all the different energies where you are realizing that this is not who I am. This is not who I want to be. You are actually in that process where you are, it's almost like you are rerouting back to, you know, to who you really are. You are sort of re-merging with yourself. And it could be making people a little bit uncomfortable. However, you're not really too bothered about it. Yeah. Going forward also, you are beginning to see how there's a, you know, I feel that for many of you, there might be something going on here, maybe with someone for a while, some sort of energy, some sort of connection. And there were many reasons why you felt this couldn't work out. You know, I can't because. And you were afraid. You were scared, you know, you didn't want to sort of give your heart, you didn't want to commit, you made a whole lot of beautiful excuses. And by the way, there's a lovely excuses that you made, you know, they made 100% sense. They were very sort of valid, you know, and validated, and nobody could really argue you. I mean, there are a few people in this world that can make a point like a Pisces. You know, they will make you understand that, no, but I'm on the right side. And you may start off disagreeing with them, but, you know, a little bit of a conversation down the line, you might be like, maybe you're right. And you begin, for many of you, you got so fooled into, you know, with the sort of things that you, in a sense, almost needed to convince the world of, that you also started to believe things yourself. But there was always that little bit of a reminder that this isn't really what I want to have. This isn't really how I want things to feel. This isn't really how I want things to be. And so where you are, you're starting to come into this moment where you, it's almost like things are becoming so clear to you, and you're almost saying like, how did I not see this before? How did I not realize this before? You know, and you are getting to see how in many ways you were sort of like you playing with your own heart in many ways. Okay, you might have said that you were protecting your heart, you might have said that you're doing the right thing, etc., etc., etc. But you're really getting a lot of clarity about what it is that is that you need, that you want, and you're claiming that, you're stepping forward and you're claiming that, and I really feel that it's yours for the claiming. So this is also one of those situations that, you know, sometimes we are able to sort of like play a blah 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 game for a while, but then you get a game changer energy, that person that steps in that situation, that steps in that circumstance, that step in, and you realize that, you know what, now I want to live in truth and honesty. I don't want to do this anymore. And this is kind of what's happening here for you. All right. Okay, we're going to look at your recent energy that brought you to where you currently are, this Lovers in reverse. what is going on here, like a missed opportunity. So, you know, this could be like a missed opportunity where there's a chance, like a second chance coming around. So I feel that for many of you, you may have had a connection with somebody here before. You've got the Ten of Cups, you've got the Hierophant. So you might have had a connection with somebody before. And yeah, because I'm going to tell you now. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. So Ten of Cups. There was a connection that was made. You could actually see a life with this person. You could see a life with this connection. Your heart was very much in it. Whether they actually were aware of the fact that your heart was in it, maybe possibly not. Okay, but you could really see this work. And then there with the Hierophant, you could see it work. You were, you know, you were very willing to sort of like give up a lot, but in the other end, you really weren't actually willing to give up very much at all. So, and I'll tell you why, because with this Ace of Wands, it sort of wanted to come out and then it just kind of like jumped back into my hand again. And this is about, you know, wanting to accept that feeling within, wanting to accept this connection within, wanting to go sort of like, you know, sort of like as, you know, the single Lana Del Rey is very much sort of like ride and die type of thing. Wanting to take that risk, wanting to take that chance, but in the same token, like, yeah, you know, and Ten of Pentacles there. So you wanted to go, in fact, I feel that you realized this was the best connection for you, but you really, in many ways, convinced yourself why this was not the best thing to do. You know, I've got my job and I need to study and I've got my family, I need to do this, I need to do that, and da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So, but that sort of haunted you. It did stay with you. And it's not exactly like it left you. Because you wanted that sort of life, and you may have tried to recreate it with somebody else. Nah, it doesn't work. You know? Okay, so because now you know you can have that person again. All right, so with the Seven of Wands, another card. There's a very tricky situation happening over here because it came out and it fell back again. Two of Swords. I feel that this is one of those things where you feel that you don't really know what you should do. You're like, oh, this is what I want to have. Do I actually want it? I don't know what I should do. And it's almost like it's like this sort of like catch-22 where you've got difficulty making up your mind. But the real thing that's happening over here, it's not so much having difficulty making up your mind. This is more a sense of being confused from knowing exactly what you want to have. And it is a case where whereby if you get what you want to have, you're going to have to actually make a decision and commit and step forward and speak up for that. But if you go out there and you do that, it's not exactly like you can just take it back again. So the confusion that you might be having, it's not so much from not knowing what to do. It's from not wanting to do what you know that you have to do once you admit to yourself what you actually want to have. So even though it might be highly uncomfortable to be confused, you would rather be confused as opposed to be honest with yourself, because if you're honest with yourself, you have to take that definitive action, and you don't really want to do it, even though you actually want to do it. So it's a bit of you know. And I know that some of you at this point is going to say, like, you know what, I don't really care. I'm going to stop this reading. I'm not going to look at it anymore. The reason why you are having an emotional reaction is because you know that it's the truth. Right. Five of Pentacles, and underneath the Five of Pentacles, there was the Fool sort of like hiding away. Yep, you want it. There's a beautiful connection here available. But it also, let's just call things what they are. This is pride. You know, this is pride. This is not wanting to be rejected. This is you saying, like, if I go there and I do this and it doesn't work out, I don't really deserve the pain. So it's easier for me to just sit here, you know, sort of like, I don't know, on the top of a car, watch the sun come up and feel sorry for yourself. That's sort of what you're doing. But it's not what you want to be doing, and it's not what you have to be doing either. There's a far better option available here for you. So the reason why you are confused is because, you know, yes, you're scared of being hurt, but this is more egotistical pride thing going on here, okay? Let's see. What do we have for the energy coming towards you? So with the energy coming towards you, we're looking at the Devil card, which then remember was clarified by that Emperor. Again, same sort of thing happening over here. Much better option available. You know what you want to have. And it's also, I mean, come on, let's just be honest with each other. You and I already know that you are going to choose what is speaking so clearly to your heart. This is just you being in a case where you need to make up your mind. And what's coming towards you, you're making up that mind. Queen of Cups, you're making up your mind. You know what it is that you want to have, and you want to see that in your life. You know, you're not happy to just daydream about the situation anymore. What do we have here? So we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So in a sense, it's almost like you're being reminded of a time somebody reached out to you. I don't know if they reached out very clearly to you. I sense that they did. And I don't know, like you may have tiptoed around the situation, but one way or the other, this connection sort of stopped. You cut it off. There was a beautiful flow that was available over here. There was a beautiful potential that was available over here. Somehow, materialistically, this was a good connection for you. This was a marriage connection. And somehow you kind of blew this person off. They reached out to you and you were like, nah. Okay, you might have done it in a very kind way, but you knew exactly what you were doing and they knew exactly what you were doing as well. Okay. Right, I'm going to draw one more card for the Devil, and then we're going to clarify the Emperor, and then after that we are going to look at the Ace of Swords, which is the overall energy. This is a willingness for teamwork, so you got the Three of Wands. Do you wonder if they are available? Yes, they are. Okay, no matter how things may seem, they are available. This connection's available. Again, Emperor, don't want to look at it. King of Cups, that's what you want. That is that connection. It is available. It's coming towards you. You are choosing it. Seven of Wands. So you want it and you don't want it. You want it and you don't want it. You're like, I really would love to have this. This will really fill every single desire out. No, I shouldn't be doing that. You are giving yourself very unnecessary stress here. Okay. One more card. Now you don't want to hear what I'm going to say because now the card's taking long to come up. The Hermit at the bottom. Give the situation time. Give yourself time. Stop overthinking things. Six of Wands. One way or the other, it's working out. It's almost like the person that you're dealing with, they kind of understand what you're doing. Even smiling about it. You're coming towards them and they can see that. Six of Swords and Page of Pentacles. This is a good match for you. How you would go ahead and do it. So, not trying to influence your decisions though. Ace of Swords. Overall energy. Realization. Realizing that in all the many ways in love and life and many other aspects where you are unhappy, where you're crying alone, where you're feeling so sort of like isolated and it's this and it's this and it's that, you are now realizing, confirmed there by the Judgment card, it is all you. You are the one that is maintaining this negative pattern within yourself. Because you are not going for what you want, and because what you want doesn't change. You still want the same thing. Even though you're not going for it, you still want the same thing because that doesn't change. That is where the feeling of loneliness is coming in. So, again, you may not like this, but the simple thing is the hold up in the situation is you. Okay, you're not making up your mind. Your indecisiveness is breaking your heart. Six of Cups. The situation is coming around again. The opportunity is coming around again. This opportunity may not come around again. It's almost like a miracle, like it's coming around this particular point in time. Okay, if you want it, now's the time. Let's see. One more card for you. Okay, you see it? Very confused, jumping all over the place. If I can get a card, please, just to give some clarity to my beautiful Pisces. And I suppose it's such a good thing that I'm clarifying for you with that Oracle of the Seven Energies because, you know, there we go. So, Strength card in reverse. You don't want to do the hard work. You don't want to do the hard work. That's it. You want things to be beautiful and fantastic, but it's almost, this is almost like wanting all the benefits that you get from taking the step, from making the sacrifice, from taking the bold step, but not wanting to do those things. Doesn't work that way. All right, let's see. So, okay, this card keeps on popping out, so I'm just going to take it. And obviously, if it resonates with you, more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the video. It says Spirit of Gratitude. What are the reasons why this connection might actually work out? What are the beautiful things that are working here? What are the things that you can focus on? You know, what are the things that actually make your heart smile as opposed to make your heart stress? What are those things? What are the things about, you know, instead of focusing on the shortcomings of people sometimes and the things that need to be overcome sometimes, what are the reasons why, you know, that sort of nagging emotion that you still have, the feeling that you still have, everything seems to still kind of go back to that person? What are those things, even if it's one or two small things, because those are the things that are really touching your heart. Those are the things that want to live inside your heart if you give them the opportunity to do so. Okay, this is you having the opportunity to have a really beautiful thing going on here for you, but you have to open your heart to this connection.